Welcome to video 3 in the series for neck pain and rowing. So in video 1 we talked about things that you might be doing on the rowing machine that could be contributing to neck pain. Video 2 we went over things on the rowing machine that you might want to pay attention to and how to work on changing the things that you might be doing that's aggravating the neck. And video 3, this one, we are talking about exercises that you can do off the rowing machine to help if you are getting some of that neck pain. So let's dive in. All right, so we're gonna go over 4 different exercises that you can do to help with your neck pain. The first one is going to be stretches. And my apologies for wearing a sweatshirt. We're about to have a giant snowstorm outside, so I'm choosing warmth and creating this video for you. I can always make another one in the future if you say that you need to see more when I'm not gonna be freezing. So the first stretch is going to be nice and simple, bringing your ear to your shoulder. Now this is to stretch out this trap muscle and some of the other neck muscles. We're just gonna bring our ear to our shoulder. If you find that you're rotating your head up or down or kind of like this, do this in front of a mirror so you can really see yourself, and try to keep your eyes forward where you're just going ear to shoulder. Then from here, you should feel a stretch on this side. If you feel pinching or anything on the side that you're bending to, go ahead and stop. You don't want that. I recommend following up with a healthcare professional. Please feel free to reach out, and I'd be happy to help you or direct you to somebody who can help. All right, then go ahead and do that to the other side. Now it's really important to know that our neck does not like quick movements. So if you think of whiplash from a motor vehicle accident, our neck does not like quick movements that are jarring to our head. So doing these nice and slow, holding them for 20 to 30 seconds is kind of what you're going for. Now that should get the other side. The third one, and all of these 4 neck stretches, I am putting into one of these exercises out of the 4. All right, so next what we're gonna do is just down like this, and you should feel a stretch in the back of the neck. You might feel it up into the shoulder blade area as well, which is perfectly fine. And the last one is backwards. If you feel a stretch in the front here, go for it. If you just feel some pinching in the back, go ahead and stop. For instance, I don't feel a thing with that one, so I don't do that one. So those are 4 neck stretches. Basically, your head going in different directions. I'm actually gonna add in a 5th one while I'm here. If you go ear to shoulder and then you gently look down towards the shoulder that your head is near, you might feel that shift a little bit in your neck where it's going to, and you can do that on the other side as well. All right, so I give you 5 neck stretches, and yeah, so I hope those are helpful for some of you. Again, 30 seconds, you can do it throughout your day, but enjoy. So the second exercise we're gonna do is called a chin tuck. Now, this is not pretty, but this is a fundamental for something I talked about in video 2. This is how to do this movement. So when we are just have our head neutral, I want you to pick a spot that you're looking at straight in front of you. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring your chin backwards. So I am basically making myself have a double chin, hence it's not a pretty exercise. But all I'm doing is gently bringing my head back. Now, I don't want you to bring your head super back so that it really hurts the back of your neck. This should be gentle, like if I'm nodding, yes, and I make a tiny nod, yes, it's more of the nod than it is a back movement. So some people going backwards gently is a good cue for them. Others, the nod, but do a basic, simple nod is what gets you in that position. Hold this for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then relax. You should feel this more in these muscles, and you might feel a stretch in the back of the neck, but you shouldn't feel tension or pressure in the back of the neck or in the spine. So for that one, do that once or twice a day. Do that for about 10 to 15 of them, and you're done. But that is a great one for getting these deep neck flexor muscles to really start working and supporting and stabilizing our neck, because often when we are sitting all day, we're in this position, or even sometimes when we're standing, we're just chilling, we're relaxed, and we're putting more strain on here, not really activating these muscles, whereas when we start to activate them, again, it's not very pretty, but it helps to stabilize the neck. So the third exercise that I recommend is actually to get a little at those back shoulder muscles, which we're also going to do an exercise for. Now, the reason is our back shoulder muscles are actually connected up to our neck, some of them. So our trap muscle, for instance, has a lower, a middle, and an upper component. If we work the middle, we are still changing things at the top and the bottom, and vice versa for the different sections. Now, this trap muscle actually goes all the way up to our spine. So in this next exercise, what we're going to do is stretch out some of the muscles back here, and for some, you might actually feel that up into the neck area. What you're going to do is you're going to take your arm, bring it across your body, and pull. Now, if you just feel this in your shoulder and you don't really feel it into the back of the shoulder or in the neck, what you can do is kind of round and like push the shoulder forward a little bit. If you still don't feel it, cool, go ahead and stop. And then you can try it on the other side. So if you just feel this in your arm and it doesn't feel like it's helping, cool, stop. But if you're a person who it happens to get into the neck area, go for it. Now, the fourth exercise is for the back shoulder muscles. Specifically, it really gets at these rhomboid muscles by the shoulder blades, between the shoulder blades and the spine, but it also does get at the traps and some other muscles in the back of the shoulder as well. And if you watched video 1 and 2, you know that I talked about how some of the things you might be doing are actually overusing the shoulders. So if we make those muscles stronger, we are less likely to compensate with like our upper traps, and that can decrease some of the discomfort you're getting at the neck. So to do this exercise, I recommend getting some kind of band. These bands often come in a set, and I'll have a link in the description below. But what you can do is often they'll come with like a little thing that you can put around it, so you can then throw that into a door, close the door on it, and then this won't move. Or if you have something like a table or something like me, like a bar that you can put it around, go for it. But I'm just going to put this around, and if you are throwing it in the door, your goal when you throw it in is to try and get it around the height of your elbow. We just don't want it way up high, and we don't want it way down low, so somewhere in the middle of your body is what you're shooting for. Then what you're going to do is step back so you have some resistance, and your elbows are going to be bent to about 90 degrees, and all I'm going to do is pinch my shoulder blades together. Now, it's making it less about a giant arm movement. All I'm doing is, you can see that this is a tiny movement where I'm just pinching my shoulder blades together. Now, you can make this larger if you want, but really the goal is between the shoulder blade muscles, so it can be this small movement. Do about 30 of these. If you start to get tired or you find that you're going really, really fast, slow it down and go ahead and take a break if you need to. But try to do those every day, and before you row is also a great time to do that exercise. So those are the 4 exercises that I recommend if you're getting some neck discomfort while you're rowing. These exercises should hopefully help, and if not, please feel free to reach out. Again, disclaimer, I am a physical therapist, but this is general information for the public, so not medical advice. If this was helpful, please hit that thumbs up. Let me know that you liked it. Keeps me motivated to keep making some videos for you all. And if you've got questions, leave them. I'll jump on, make a video like this one answering your questions. And happy rowing, everybody.